Welcome back to DMC TV Live. With me from Ariat, the Director of Sales, Kasey Mowery. Kasey, thanks for being on the show this morning.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Isn't this fun? August market is in full swing.
So fun. So fun. We are so happy to be here as part of both Ada and Wessa. So we're here in full regalia, all Ariat. Big showroom.
I love that. I love to hear that. Yes, we're still having so many buyers come into the marketplace now, and they're making their way up to the 11th floor, all the way up to 15. It's going to be a great week. I do want to visit with you about Ariat. It's a brand that is just so timeless with both the Western and English industries. It really is a lifestyle brand. And it also exemplifies tradition and technology. I always feel like Ariat, your boots, they're so comfortable. You literally can wear them all day. So visit about that balance between the tradition and the technology that Ariat has found.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that. We do aim for comfort. So yeah, I think really at Ariat, we aim to be a technology-driven brand. That really was at the core of our beginning. We were founded in 1993, and our co-founders, their goal was to set out to create a more comfortable, traditional equestrian boot. So that's really part of our DNA, is offering technology and comfort in something that can look very traditional. So we believe that those two things can live together, whether it be in a riding boot or a Western boot or a pair of denim.
Wow. Well, you all have done it over and over and over again. I feel like each year you reinvent something that is more special and more needed for the industries. And speaking of all those different segments in the industries, you have equestrian, you have outdoor, and you also have work.
We do, yes. So we have a very diverse consumer base, and we're happy about that, right? Because our consumer base is really made up of a group of people who live, work, ride, everything in our products. And so really to be able to service so many different types of consumers is really important to us. But again, that technology, comfort, durability is at the core of everything that we do. Yeah. So whether it's someone working on an oil rig, needing to be comfortable in their boots and their denim, or if it's an equestrian that rides professionally, 14 horses a day, we want to make sure that our products stand up to that in terms of comfort and durability.
Wow. Well, I know that all of you are rolling out something new, I'm sure, for August market. So maybe visit about some of the new products that buyers can see in the showroom.
Sure, yeah. So I always joke that I never know what year it is because we're always looking at years ahead. So it's 2022, 2023. But we're focused at this show on spring 2022. And so what we have new coming in our work segment, we have some wonderful expansions to our women's rebar, which is our women's work apparel. We have a great program for men's work apparel, and we've recently expanded into women's as well. So really excited to be showcasing that here. Of course, our Western showcasing is all trend driven. We have a really, really great design team that are on top of every single trend. And so you'll see a lot of different colors and variety in our Western fashion. And then from our equestrian side of the business, we are actually showcasing a new Italian-made tall boot. So very excited to be offering that. And we also have a new equestrian-inspired lifestyle collection called Countryside, which matches up really nicely to some casual boots that we have that are made to be out in the weather, but also give you that nice equestrian look.
Oh, that is so fun. I'm going to have to come to the showroom and see what's
There's
new.
There's a lot to see.
Yes, I love Ariat products. I've worn Ariat for a really long time. I'm originally from California, so I feel like that kind of speaks to it just a little bit too. But Ariat's all about giving back. And that's so important to not only every team member, but the company as a whole. So why does Ariat continue to give back?
It's a huge part of our culture at Ariat. We are a team of people that really consider ourselves to be a big family. And our family extends to our consumers and our community around us. And so we talked already about the diverse consumer set. We are involved in so many different organizations that really mean a lot to us, that live on the land, work on the land, that give back to the communities. One of those is Team Rubicon, which is former military folks who are trained in being able to set up, take quick action in areas that have a need, maybe a natural disaster. So we've partnered with Team Rubicon to provide some support there from Ariat in products. And we also are part of a lot of different organizations that really give back. The Equus Foundation, which of course is focused on animal welfare. Very near and dear to our hearts.
Yes.
And we have some great partnerships too, which include our elite athletes. So of course, we're the official footwear and apparel sponsor of the U.S. Olympic team and the professional bull riders too. So we like to say that we are involved in all different facets of our community and our diverse customer base.
Wow, you cover it all, really.
All of it. We try to. It's really important.
Yes, and I've asked every guest this, so I'll ask you the same. During the last 18 months, obviously, there's been some significant challenges to everyone and to every company. What did Ariat do that really made the company pivot during such a challenging time?
Oh gosh, this is a great question because it has been a year and a half like no other.
Yes.
But as an equestrian company at our core, we like to say we take our lessons from riding.
Yeah.
And so when you fall off, you dust yourself off, you get back on.
Yeah.
and you look back and reflect on the lessons you've learned. And so I think we've learned that we can pivot and we can learn from what has worked, what hasn't worked. And really at Ariat, we do operate in startup mode. Pride ourselves on that. We've been in business 28 years, but we still very much operate in startup mode. So we like to be agile. We like to be able to switch gears quickly if we need to. And I think that's important when you look at an organization. If you get a little bit tied to a track, you maybe lack a little bit of clarity. So you have to kind of keep your eyes wide open, learn your lessons as you go. And I think this last year has taught us that for sure.
Gosh, I feel like it did, and so much more, especially with all the great new products you're debuting here at Market this week. Kasey, I want to thank you for your time today, for sharing with all of the what's new and exciting on DMC TV Live. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. Whether you're here in person or you're on your way to come to Dallas Market Center, I promise, and as you can see from all the guests we've interviewed today, this August market is going to be one for the books and one you don't want to miss. So make plans to come to Dallas if you're not already here. We want to thank each and every one of you again, and I hope all of you have a great market week. We'll see you next time.